All right, guys. Haven't made a YouTube video in a hot second here after all of the announcements and all of the things, but month of April is coming down to a close. Kind of getting into May. Again, in May, that's when the rate changes are happening. If you are 2 times a weeker and I haven't heard anything from you, remember that's going to go up to 3 times a week. But otherwise, what we got going on, some quick announcements, and then we'll talk about this week's programming as well. We'll start with the programming this week, actually. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Again, we're on a bench press cycle right now. So in the strength cycle, which is a 3-month cycle, had back squats for the first month. We're on bench press. If you came last week, we talked about how we're doing bench Monday and Friday. Upper body strength, we need a bit more exposure. We have smaller muscle groups, which means less motor neurons, which means more exposure is needed to elicit a strength response. Okay, and so that's why we're having 2 times a week. So one day is dedicated to more strength. One day is dedicated to a little bit more volume. Now, week 1 was just volume. So we have tomorrow, Monday, bench press 5 by 5. That's going to be at 80%. Just should be a weight that's challenging for 5 reps. Again, rep 5 should be the tough rep, and the last set 4 or 5 should get tough. After that, we have a quick workout. It's 4 times. It's a descending ladder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on wall walks. So you go 5 wall walks, and then it's 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 on dumbbell hang power cleans and burpees over the dumbbell. So you go 5 wall walks, 15 dumbbell hang power clean, 15 burpee, 4 wall walks, 12, 12, 3, 9, 9, so on and so forth down that ladder. That's going to get grippy. That's shoulder intensive. Again, maybe a little bit of a bicep curl, a little upper body day after the bench press, so that'll be good. Tuesday is this week Murph Prep. Chelsea is the EMOM version of Cindy. So Cindy, 20 minutes, 5, 10, 15. 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. Chelsea, what you do is a 30-minute EMOM of that. So you do 30 minutes, every minute on the minute, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. You need to make sure you modify to something that allows you to, at least early on, be getting that done in about 45 seconds. That way, about 15 seconds to rest. If minute 1, you're already pushed up to the minute, and you're supposed to go 30 minutes, it's not going to go well, right? So we need to make sure we modify those pull-ups or those push-ups, something along those lines that allows us to get that done under the minute. Great way here with the EMOM to build a lot of volume to get us ready for Murph in 3-4 weeks now. Wednesday, bouncing back and forth on our Oli day between clean and snatch work. Last week we had snatching from the ground. This week we have cleaning from the ground. We'll have a plyo primer. Again, on the clean day, we're doing plyo primers. We're going to have something called a depth drop to box jump. If you've been here on this day, we've done some depth dropping. That's stepping off the box, learning how to absorb. You're then going to take that absorption into a jump, right? So this is power transfer. Really, really great way to prime for cleans. You're then going to have the clean technique drills that we've been working on. A little bit different now that we're going full squat clean work. So we'll have that, and then you're just going to build to a heavy clean. We're building to a heavy snatch and a heavy clean now. We're using that as kind of a baseline for the next month, where we're going to go through a lot more technique and strength development, and then be able to reflect on, okay, that's where I was in the beginning part of the cycle, and that's where I am at the end. Thursday, straight up cardio day. We're just going to have 5 rounds, 400-meter run, 500-meter row, 50 double unders. Very similar to like that 333 workout from the CrossFit Games, but I mean, that was like 3K row, 3-mile run, 300 double unders. Not that much, but similar with a run, row, jump rope with that. Again, on a day like that, it's meant to be more zone 2, so try to find a pace where you're never really resting. You're kind of at that 80% heart rate or effort, perceived effort, and you're just cruising the whole time. And then finally, Friday, bench press, 3 sets of 12. We did 4 sets of 10 on Friday last week, so the overall volume has come down. Volume per set has gone up. Percentage is going to go up to 68%, so that's about a 5-pound increase for most of us on a bench press. Then we're going to have a ladder going up, 3, 6, 9, 12, etc. So ladder coming down on Monday, ladder going up on Friday. Toe to bar and overhead squat. So you do 3 toes to bar, 3 overhead squat. 6 toes to bar, 6 overhead squats. So on and so forth. So that'll be a good little test on your guys' T-spine, shoulder, overhead position, going back and forth between that. So that's what we got for this week. Really, really solid week of programming here. Other than that, some quick announcements. Again, the apparel store is live, is open. You can see over there, there's some t-shirts, right? So, you know, make sure I get back in the camera here. So the t-shirts, that apparel is live. I sent out the link on an email. We have a QR code in here. You guys can order whenever you want. There's no pre-orders needed. It's just order and it'll be shipped right to you. Lots of different colors, lots of different sizes, lots of different styles. There's mugs on there. There's stickers, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, if you want some apparel, go ahead and order whenever you'd like at your own leisure. Equipment service, so Joe's Barbell Club came in, Joe's Barbell Service. Last Saturday came in, hit the rowers. We've already got some great feedback. People will be like, oh my God, this rower feels new. It feels so nice. And it does. I've been rowing with it them too, and it feels really good. And then this past Saturday came in and did all of the bikes. They're beautiful looking, they're clean, they look brand new. It's pretty cool. So all of the cardio equipment has been serviced. We're gonna get Joe back here over the summer to do our barbells. Barbells are on more of a yearly. And then him and his team is on a 6-month rotation now to keep all of this tuned up for us. So that's really, really awesome. Again, something where that rate increase, that's one of those things that's going to there. So, and the new equipment, we've taken stock of our equipment, seen what we have, and needed more female barbells. So bought 2 more female barbells, or 35-pound barbells, more 25-pound plates, bought 2 more pairs, so 4 45-pound plates, 2 more pairs there. Bought another training barbell because in some classes we'll have all 3 being used and a 4th person needs one. So bought another training barbell. So again, that's gonna be something every quarter we just kind of take stock of. We'll replace some things. We'll maybe buy some new things if we're like running low on something or there's a big discrepancy like the 45 to 35-pound bars. And then Committed Club is coming to an end for the first month of April. We're not there yet. Thursday is the last day, but we have a tight race running right now. Jamie is in first with 33 classes, but hot on her heels is Chelsea at 32. So that's a hot race right there. Third place is Ashley with 29. Terry at 28, and then Ani at 26. Now again, this is check-ins, it's not just classes. I wanted to clear that up. It's so like if somebody comes in and does, let's say they do class, and then they stay for open gym, if you sign into class and you sign into open gym, you get 2. Now, if you sign into class, sign into open gym, and sign into open gym again, you don't get 3, right? Because those are 2 individual. You don't get a 3rd one for that open gym. So technically the most you could get in a day is like on a Tuesday, Thursday where we have Oli, you could do CrossFit, open gym, Oli. There you go, you got 3, right? And that's just, we wanna see those individual check-ins. So keep checking in, keep doing it, awesome. And again, every month there's gonna be a new winner. So if, let's say Jamie ends up winning this month, she can't win again. Even if she gets the most check-ins next month, we're going down to person number 2. So keep showing up, keep being committed, keep signing in, guys. And then finally, I did send out an email about this. I am starting to launch Stellar Health Awakening. For those that have been around, you know Stellar Health was kind of like, I launched that last year a little bit, soft launch. It's my health coaching. I'm really launching it fully now with Stellar Health Awakening. For those that don't know, I am studying to become an FDN, a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. Mouthful there. What that means is through this certification, this education program I am in, I will be able to facilitate and get all of the functional labs you could think of. Not just blood testing, we're talking GI maps, so stool testing, liver health testing, mitochondrial health testing, hair trace mineral assessments, like thousands and thousands of tests I will have access to get to my clients. But really the more important thing, and I think the cooler thing is being able to interpret all of that data and get a really clear picture of what's going on with my clients from a health perspective and how we can figure out how to heal some of these things so that symptoms may come down some. And so I'm nearing the end of that. I'm into my practical side of it. I've done some of this testing on myself, and I've talked to some of you guys about that. It's been very insightful. My testing came back very, very bad, very poor. I'm actually on a fast track to some chronic illness in the future. So I'm lucky that I did this testing, and at 32, I'm able to attack it. But this is why this is important, especially a lot of us in here in CrossFit gyms. we're coming in, we're doing CrossFit, we think we're killing it, and then all of a sudden we get into our 40s, our mid 40s, our 50s, and we still get sick, and we're like, what the hell? I've been doing CrossFit, I've been doing all this stuff. We need deeper insight, we need deeper testing. And so Stellar Health Awakening is going to be that coaching for that. Not only coaching, I'm creating content around it. That's just the day and age we're in. And I believe in this. I want to get this information out there. And there's so much information in the wellness space, the Andrew Hubermans of the world, the Peter Attias of the world. And you guys are left to distill it all down. I can't tell you how many times I have conversations with people in here about, hey, did you hear Peter Attia said this? Hey, Andrew Huberman said this. And at the end of the day, you guys are left to try to figure it out, distill it down, try this thing. Well, you raspberry ketones and da-da-da-da-da, and I'll do carnivore and I'll do this. And it's just you're pulling your hair out. And we need to understand you are unique, you are. And everybody needs their own specific, healing guide. And there's great things out there, there's great generalizations, but my goal will be to help you, the person, the client, understand your unique needs and building out a healing protocol based off of that data. And so again, there's gonna be content, there's a YouTube channel, check out Stellar Health Awakening. I'll put it in the description here. You guys can just click over, subscribe to that. Substack, I sent that out through the email. Just again, Substack, look up Stellar Health Awakening. I'm gonna launch an Instagram. And so there will be content being put out around that. Coaching will come down the line eventually, and I will let you all know when that's happening. It's gonna be very intensive, very one-on-one. It's very in-depth. It's the most intensive coaching I can give somebody. It will be everything from obviously programming in here exercise-wise, but we're talking in-depth nutrition, in-depth lifestyle, in-depth supplementation guides. So it will be a lot. I'm finishing up the course. Like I said, I'm in my practical testing. I have a practical tomorrow, actually. So once I am certified and I feel confident with that, I'll launch the coaching side of it. So if that's something you're interested in, just let me know, talk to me, follow along on all those channels. And yeah, that's what we got for this week and some announcements. So thank you, guys.